Guys, welcome to Standard Share. So today we are going to see secret of pivot was 2-day pivot range relationship. Do not think why he is covering the topic again. Yes, I am covering the topic again. I have made 7 separate videos explaining 7 types of 2-day pivot range relationship. Now I am going to explain all and everything in one go. Kindly watch this video. Do not miss this video because here I will be clearly explaining each and everything. So basically, there are 7 2-day pivot relationship. What is that called as 2-day pivot relationship? You are going to compare your current day CPR and the previous day CPR, and based on that, you are going to predict the market bias, and then you are going to wait for the next day's market to open to decide whether your bias is going to be correct or not. So this is what is called as the 2-day pivot range relationship, and that is what it is going to be useful. So kindly watch this video again, and in case of any queries, do watch the other videos which I have uploaded with respect to the 2-day pivot range relationship. So you will get some idea, and do let me know in case of any queries in the comment section, or drop me a mail with the chart and date so that it will be helpful for us. So let's move on to this video. So the first 2-day pivot relationship is called as the higher value relationship. So higher value relationship is nothing but the current day CPR is well above the previous day CPR. So this is what the example which is given in the Pivot Was Secret of Pivot Was book. So what happens basically here is like whenever a higher value relationship occurs, the bias is very bullish, and you need to wait for the candles to print. So if the candles are accepting the bias, then you need to go for the buy side direction. So here any movement towards CPR, and if you see any rejection, then that is going to be a buy side at the pullback, or you can wait for the day high to break for the entry and go along with it. So this is basically called as the higher value relationship. So next, well, let me show the examples also. So this is the example of higher value relationship. If you see, the prior day CPR is well below the current day CPR, and the candles are accepting the bullish, and it took a reversal to CPR, took the support, and then started moving up. So this is called as accepting the prior day's bullishness, or the higher value relationship. The next chart tells you the, even though it is a higher value relationship, the candles rejected it and the candle started moving down. So this is there are 2 possibilities which can happen in higher value relationship. One is going to accept the trend, and one is going to reject the trend. That is what has happened. So now let's move on to the next topic in the 7-day pivot relationship, which is called as the overlapping higher value relationship. In overlapping higher value relationship, what happens is like the TC of the previous day and the BC of the current day will be linked, will be overlapped. So the BC of the current day will be below that TC of the previous day. So that means then it is called as a overlapping higher value relationship. What is the difference between overlapping higher value relationship and higher value relationship? It's like higher value relationship gives a very strong bullish bias, and whereas an overlapping higher value gives a moderately bullish bias. As the same way, where there are 2 things which needs to happen. One is going to be accepting the scenario, and one is going to be the rejection. If you see here, the BC of the current day is below the TC of the previous day, and the candles accepted it, took a supported CPR and started moving down. So it is not like all the time we are going to get the acceptance. There will be reject scenario also, and that is what has happened. Even though it is a slightly bullish bias, and even though the TC is above the BC of the current day, but still it started with a gap down, and any movement towards CPR is going to be a pullback, for which you are going to sell it on the top. So this is called as the rejection scenario of overlapping higher value relationship. So the next topic what you're going to cover is lower value relationship. So what is lower value relationship? Which is completely opposite to the higher value relationship. If the current day CPR is well below the previous day CPR, then it is called as the overvalue relationship. So here, any movement towards CPR, you are going to sell it, and that is what has happened. So this bias is completely bearish bias. So let's see some of the examples which was given in which was taken in our market. So this is the acceptance criteria where the CPR is well below the previous day CPR and the candles have started at the CPR and started moving down. So this is what is called as the lower value relationship, which gives a bias as completely bearish. And this next is the reject scenario. Even though the CPR is well below the previous day CPR, but it took a gap up and gave a rejection scenario. So whenever a gap up has happened and any movement towards CPR, if you see any reversal point, that is going to be a buy side direction. So the highly bearish side bias has been rejected in this scenario. Now let's move to the next topic, which is called as the overlapping lower value relationship, which is also the opposite of overlapping higher value relationship. Here the bias is going to be moderately bearish, and how we need to predict or see the overlapping lower value is like the BC of the previous day will be below the TC of the current day CPR. So the current day CPR should be above the BC of the previous day CPR. So in this case, it is called as a moderately bearish side, and let's see whether, let's see some examples. So this is the previous day CPR and this is the current day CPR. The current day CPR's TC is above the BC of the previous day CPR, and the candles took a pullback till CPR TC and then started moving down. So always whenever there is a pullback towards CPR, kindly watch the candles for any reversal point and then initiate a trade. Do not blindly enter the trade whenever there is a pullback. And the next scenario is going to be the reject scenario, where the overlapping lower value scenario has got rejected and it went into a gap up, and even though it gave a pullback, the pullback was still towards R1 and then it started moving up. So this is called as the overlapping lower value relationship. So the next scenario, what you are going to see is nothing but unchanged value relationship. So unchanged value relationship here, the TC, BC, CPR is going to be lying on the same place, and that is what is called as the unchanged value relationship. There is a small link between unchanged value relationship and the inside value CPR. If there is going to be a breakout, then the session is going to be a proper trending session, and if suppose there is no breakout, then it will still remain in the range bound scenario. So let's see, this is not something like acceptance or rejection. The bias can be anything until it gives a proper breakout. So once it has given a proper breakout, then the bias will be based on that. So in an unchanged value relationship, this is the scenario which I have taken, and this Bajaj Finance was given by one of our friends who has commented. And if you see, the previous session was a range, but it was not able to break any range. And after that, the current day gave a gap down and started moving down. This gives us a bearish bias. And the next topic, what we are going to see is nothing but called as the outside value relationship. Here, the current day CPR is going to engulf the previous day CPR. And so the CPR of the current day will be very, very wide. And basically, whosoever has worked on CPR, they know whenever the CPR is wide, it is going to be a wide range, and it is going to be a range bound day, and that is what used to happen in outside value relationship area. So whenever there is an outside value relationship area that does not give a breakout, it always trade within that range and completely a range bound day. Here, and the next topic what we are going to see is called as the inside value area, and this inside value area is rarely occurs. Whenever it occurs, there is going to be a major trending session. So this is what has happened in an inside value area. So whenever an inside value area occurs, the current day CPR will be completely inside the previous day CPR, and any breakout will be a good trading and trending opportunity. So let me show you an example with that case. Okay, so this is the inside value CPR and it started going for a big trending day. So let us forget all those things, and I hope people would have watched my Nifty analysis video also, and I told about 30% returns which was given in the Nifty analysis video where we went for a hedge. So let me share that again, once again, kindly watch it and let me know in case of any queries or any concerns. Yeah. So where? So if you guys see over here, let me remove all the lines. Yeah. So this is the BC, this is the BC, this is the CPR, and this is the TC. This is going to be the weekly CPR, prior week CPR, previous week CPR. And if this small three dots are called as the current week CPR, okay? And if you see the current week CPR is completely inside the previous week CPR, this is an example of inside value area. And once after giving the breakout, see how long it has gone. After giving a breakout from 9,408, it went till 9,900, which is nearly 500 points breakout. And this is what which I have given in the Nifty column that has given the 30% returns till Wednesday. I have asked to book. If it was holded till the next day also, it would have become a 600 points profit. So this is all about the Nifty, sorry, not the Nifty analysis. This is all about the secret of pivot was book reading and the 7-2-day pivot relationship. Kindly watch the other videos and other examples so that you will get some detailed analysis, detailed explanation. And I've just tried to summarize and sum it up all the 7-day pivot value relationship in a single video. So in case of any queries, kindly drop a mail or comment in the comment section. Keep sharing, keep liking, keep commenting. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned for more videos.